What's going on, Madden gamers? This is Swaggeroni, and this is my first video. And as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be breaking down the run and shoot offense. And I just got the game like 4 days ago, and so I'm a bit late to the party. I realize this. But what I wanted to do was just show you guys the first offense that I actually jumped into, and I fell in love, to be honest with you. The run and shoot is a great offense. Now, if you are a guy that likes to run the ball, this is not your offense. It's basically a spread them out, 4 wide receivers, 1 running back offense, and you take what the defense gives you. I cannot stress that enough. You have to take what the defense gives you. And here are just some of my audibles. Of course, I had to go in and just change the audibles. I love how Madden lets you do that now. And so basically one of my favorite formations is pistol spread. It just gives a very balanced look. You got the halfback dive there, which is actually a better run than you may think. The run and shoot switch smash, which is a pretty good concept on both sides of the field there with the wheel route on triangle, and smash concept on the right side, and the run and shoot post drag, which is great to beat man, as well as zone and the PA deep end, which pair with your halfback dive. Now, you can run trips. I really don't like to run trips all that much, but there are great plays inside of those formations. Another one of my favorite formations is obviously just the base spread out of shotgun. One of the most underrated runs out of shotgun is the 45 quick base. It's basically power. You have that guard pulling, and it's a good downhill run. You can typically pick up 5 yards, especially if you're just running with no tight end help or anything like that. But yeah, basically with this offense, you shouldn't expect to be pounding the rock all that much. It's basically just a change of pace, and yeah, you have to like to throw the ball around. Now let's go ahead and jump into practice mode, and I'll show you just a couple of the plays that I like to run. And as you can see, I'm using the Raiders, and it may not seem like the greatest team to use in Madden, but they're actually pretty good for this scheme. They got a good young core group of wide receivers with a great veteran addition in James Jones. Rod Streeter's a great up-and-coming guy, and then Denarius Moore is a burner. And then, of course, Derek Carr, the quarterback, and then Maurice Jones-Drew is a big bruising back in the backfield. That's the type of guy you want in the scheme. And they also have Marcel Reese, who I love to use as my primary blocking back when I want him. And that's huge in this offense because, as you can see, there's really no tight end sets. And so you need a back there that can block pretty well, and Marcel Reese is actually pretty good at that. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to jump into one of my favorite formations, not the shotgun spread. I have put in Marcel Reese at halfback just because, you know, that pass blocking ability there that I've talked about. And then he can also run the ball. He's a 90 speed, I believe, at fullback, which is pretty spectacular when you think about it. And so the base play that I like to come out in is run and shoot post drag, triangle there down at the bottom. Go ahead and pick a random play. So, like I said earlier, guys, what is huge about this offense is just taking what the defense gives you. Now, as you can see, the defense has 5 players in the box. I have 5 players blocking as far as offensive linemen, so I like my chances. I'm going to go ahead and pick out my play that I talked about earlier, which is that little power run, and watch what happens. Get a great 9-yard gain. Although that wasn't the prettiest of runs, it still worked. So as you can see, guys, we have a cover 2 look here with a little pressure coming off the right side. And here we have our run and shoot post drag. And so what I like to do is I like to go through progressions in this scheme. So I have Streeter running the release. I look to him first on that right side. And if he beats his corner and it looks like he has a little space there, I'm going to throw it. And then I like to go more. If it's man coverage, he'll probably beat that on the curl route. And then I'll look to Holmes. And then, of course, lastly, I'll look to Jones, who's running a deep post route there. So let's go ahead and run this, and I'll show you my progression. And like I said, guys, you just take what the defense gives you. And Jones was open. Let's go ahead and look at the replay. So as you can see, look at Streeter on the right side there. he had an inside release, which isn't what you want. Now, if he had an outside release, there, that would have been an easy pass and catch. But since he had an inside release, that's a tough throw to make with Derek Carr. And then I went to my next progression, which could have been open, but that still would have been a tough throw because that linebacker could have jumped it. And then I looked towards the drag route here with Holmes, and that might have been open, but wouldn't have been for a huge yardage. Now, I know I say take what the defense gives you, but I could see the opening happening right there with James Jones, so I had to take that. Now, he split the two linebackers and the two safeties. One is occupied, one's trying to catch up with him, and Derek Carr throws a bullet, and there you have it, a nice little pickup of 25-ish, well, 29 if you count the bruising at the end there. So let's go ahead and jump into one of my other favorite plays in this scheme, and that's the run and shoot, switch dig. Now you have a Rod Streeter there on the right side. He's going to be running a very deep dig route, and then of course you have the two wheels on the outside, which are great man beaters as well as zone beaters. And then Holmes, which will typically be cover 3 on that post route. Now it looks we have pressure coming up the middle, so I'm going to go ahead and do max protection. That's L1 and up on the right stick, as you can see. And so Reese is going to be blocking just in case they do bring the heat. And we'll go through the progressions right here. So if I see single high safety, let's go through the replay. We'll do that. So it's obviously a single high safety look. And the wheel routes aren't open, at least straight away. That corner's sitting on that. That corner's sitting on that. And so I see, and typically guys with cover 3, you'll be able to fit this ball over the backers and underneath that deep free safety. As you can see here, that's exactly what I did. I clicked on and I just dragged my receiver over to catch the ball. That's a good, nice little 29, 30-yard pickup for the touchdown. So I'll show you guys one more formation, just to not give away too much because I do have an ebook coming out. But here's another one of my formations that I love, and that's just the single back spread. Now, I'm just going to show you guys a quick little 3-play package that I love to run out of this formation. And that's just this little guy right here. Now, typically I will come out in, 4 verticals, and that's just to see what the defense will give me. And because I can change my audibles, I already have those audibles set. And I'll just go ahead and show you guys the 61X choice here. As you can see, you got James Jones running in the auto motion and then the in route. And I'll just go ahead and show you guys the play. And what I like to look for is Jones first, Osbury second, and then Streeter on the release. Jones is open underneath. Good 5-yard pickup, and of course you take what the defense gives you. Cannot stress that enough. And now here it looks like I'll be able to exploit them with the 60 go, which is James Jones running just a quick little flat route, and Osbury running a nice little option route. He can either obviously cut that short with a little curl, run a post, or run that the seam. Let's go ahead and show you guys here. He's open. James Jones is open. Take what the defense gives you. And this draw play is just a nice little mix it up. Nice little end of the 3-play package. You'll think you'd be passing the ball. And there you have it. A nice little run. So there you have it, guys. I know this wasn't a terrific little show of the run and shoot offense, but just want to get this video out there to give you guys little tips and just show you what this run and shoot offense can do. Now again, if you guys don't like to run the ball, this definitely isn't the offense for you, but if you're like me and like to air it out and sometimes just mix in the run, then this offense will definitely make you happy and hopefully give you some success. Go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter, guys. It'll be down in the description below. And if you could like the video, I'm trying to become a little more active on YouTube, so show me some love, and I'll hopefully have some more videos out in the near future. Thanks.